Hi and welcome to another Thermomix Cooking Made Easy video. I'm going to do today a chicken, spinach and leek risotto. Risottos are a real firm favourite for me in the Thermomix. I'd never cooked one before until I had a Thermomix, but because the Thermomix does all the hard work for me, it really does make it easy, so you can really get all the ingredients and have a risotto on the table in 30 minutes. And the beauty is I don't have to stand over there stirring it, watching it doesn't burn or anything like that. It's just left to stir and cook in the Thermomix. So it really is great. So I'm going to show you how we make a chicken, spinach and leek risotto. So, alright, let's go to my week. And there we have chicken, spinach and leek risotto. So we're going to start cooking. The first thing we're going to do is grate our parmesan cheese. So you can see here I have my parmesan cheese in cubes. So obviously it is a very hard cheese. So we're going to put that into there. Okay, a little bit over, that's fine, it's what I had left. So I'm just going to use that up. Okay, and we're going to just put that lid on and we're just going to grate it now for speed of 10 for 10 seconds. It's going to be very loud and noisy. Okay, so we're just going to transfer that into a bowl for a bit later. Okay, so I'll just show you that now. So you can just buy your hard Parmesan cheese and then you can freshly grate it for any time that you have pastas and things like that. So you can just have it pre-grated already in there. You can see how fine that has taken that hard cheese down to. Show you 1 second, just get that all out. There we are, as you can see there, very finely grated parmesan. So in a Tupperware container with that lid, we can therefore use that anytime. Right, we're just going to put that to the side for the moment, and we're going to just carry on with our recipe. So we've got 2 garlic cloves, which I have in here somewhere, and then we're going to also put our leeks in. And then I'm going to put the oil in. So I'm just going to take that back, put the garlic and the leeks in. Then we're just going to take that 40 grams of olive oil. So we're just going to cut that up and then saute them. That's it, that's fine. Remember, you can use as much or as little oil as you want. You can use oil alternatives if you want. If you want to use butter, things like that, that's entirely up to you. Okay, we can just put that lid on. And then we're just going 5 seconds, we're just going to chop that all up. There we go, and we're just going to scrape down the sides of the bowl, so where the force of the blades takes it up the sides. Just push that down in, ready to saute. So it's just chopped all those garlic leeks and mixed it up with the oil. Just have a look in there. You can see how it's chopped all those leeks up. Okay, just put that lid back on, the measuring cup, and then we're just going to saute for 3 minutes. Okay, so that's our leeks and garlic sauteed in there. So the next thing we're going to do is going to add in our rice. So it's 300 grams of rice. Okay, that's fine. And we're going to add in 60 grams of white wine. So just cooking wine, that's fine. Cheap white wine, that's fine, just that flavour. Oops, a little bit over, never mind, can't hurt. Okay, so we're going to put down our lid with the measuring cup. And we're going 3 minutes, and we're going to go on to reverse blade on this one, so that all we're doing is stirring it. We're not doing any chopping or anything, and we're going to take it up to 120 degrees. Now you can see the Thermomix temperature, take it off, resets. If I put it back down, you can see it's registered the bowl at 90 degrees, and we're going to take it back up to 120 degrees. Okay, so speed of 2, reverse blade. Sorry, I've touched that, so hit that one back again. Okay, turn it round. So we go speed of 2, reverse blade, taking it up to 120, and we're cooking for 3 minutes. Okay, so going next. Super, we're just going to scrape the bottom of this. We loosen up that rice that's at the bottom. It started to soak up that wine. There we go, give that a good stir around. Okay. Okay, notice I don't bang on there because of the scales, otherwise it would take our scales out. So just clear the spatula on there. Super, right. Our chicken breasts, so I've cubed up the chicken breasts, so roughly 3 centimetres. Okay, put that in. That's it, with that stir. Okay, and next we have 600 grams of water. And 1 chicken stock cube. So you can see here that we haven't had to make up the stock beforehand in advance. We just put in the water in, put the stock cube in, and that will obviously cook when the water heats up as well in the cooking. Now I didn't have any thyme, couldn't get thyme at the moment, so I'm just going to put some dried thyme in. So a couple of teaspoons I think we put in of this. There we go. And next, half a teaspoon of sea salt. And 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. I'm just going to grind some in to there. Certain degree of your salt and pepper. It's also to taste as well. And then we're going to just put that lid on. And then we're just going to cook that for 13 minutes. You might need a couple of minutes longer, it just depends on your rice and your chicken that they're all cooked. But we're basically going for just 13 minutes to start, 100 degrees temperature, speed of 1, and again reverse blade so we're not chopping it all up. Okay, so that's done. Let's press next. So we're now going to put our spinach in. So 100 grams of spinach. There we go, 100 grams of spinach. Okay, I'm just going to give that a bit of a stir around because obviously it takes up quite a lot of room. We want to get that heat on there to wilt it. So I'm just going to stir that in there. It starts to wilt. Okay, and then we're going to add in 30 grams of unsalted butter. 6, that should be fine. There we go. And next, our reserved grated parmesan. Now, if you remember, I actually grated up a little bit more than the 100 grams. So what I'm going to show you, you can access your scales while you're in a recipe. So that brings you up your scales. And then I can just put in my 100 grams. There we go. There we go. And then I've got that little bit left if I want to afterwards. And if I wanted to have done more at the time. So there's another way, if you've got a whole piece and you want to grate it all up, because it's all in together, you can, and then you just use the scales to put in the amount you needed for your recipe, and then you get to keep your rest for another time. Okay, and then we're just gently combining that all together with the risotto and the chicken and the leeks. Okay, and we've done that. There. Press next. So we're just now going to put the lid on and just let it to stand for a couple of minutes, just so it absorbs the rest of that liquid that's left and wilts that spinach. So we're back in a minute. Okay, so we've let it stand for 2 minutes, so we're just going to now put it into our dish, ready to serve. Let's see, just pour that in. Should be soupy stage when you first finish, and then in that 2 minutes it's amazing how much of that liquid that it does actually absorb. And there we have one chicken, spinach and leek risotto as quick as that. And remember, I wouldn't have been standing there stirring it over a hob, so that's great news. Okay, so there we go. That was our chicken, spinach and leek risotto. As you can see how easy that was to make, how quick it is, and the fact that you don't they're stirring it over a hob, that you can just put it on, leave it at 15 minutes, go off doing other things, particularly if you come in late from work or late in with the kids' clubs. Very easy to quickly whip up a risotto and be getting on with other things while it's cooking. So that is why I love the Thermomix and risottos, which I hadn't eaten before I had a Thermomix, so it's really good. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll be back soon with another one. Okay, you take care and see you soon. Bye.